This is Sarah. I'm going to be reading from my book, Shapeshifter. I have maybe 11 print copies left to give away, to sell, so get in touch if you want one. They're $20 for a signed copy. Alright, so what should I read? I want to read like some empowering works right now because I feel like that's gonna help some people. But I'll start with a more personal piece. This one is called Trust Issues, and it was published in an anthology that my grad program put out. There are days I scratch my scalp, stressed at the state of our union. I hold close my memories of misery, doing laundry in small-town Nebraska, wondering where your hands are resting on her naked back. I'm trying this thing they call trust. I'm leaving my umbrella behind when the dark sky promises it's not teary. I'm going stag to parties instead of bringing along someone who never laughs at my good jokes. There are ways to change destiny. I hold close my memories of joy, accepting awards for words, shaking your hand in a church. Yes, I remember. I had all those bags with me and also one under each eye. I want you to know that I'm special. I want you to know I have issues. I will make a book that is issued especially to you, spelling your name. I want my babies to recognize love in music and faces and red thread. I'm using myself as a muse. Who dares to say this song is trash when it's making me dance in my seat? I used to distance myself from the dying, but I am no longer afraid of the angel in my mirror. So yeah, that one has started it out being really attached to someone, but then toward the last two stanzas there's a shift in energy, and all of a sudden the speaker of the poem, me, right, gets empowered, and yes, they still love this person, but they're using their self as a muse. They're not attached to this person anymore. They're just like loving themselves, and they're finally ready to accept themselves as good enough, all of that. Okay, so then this one is called How He Leaves, and this was like, I wrote it post-breakup with someone. We moved to Nebraska together, and then it just didn't work out. How he leaves reveals his heart. Dishes suspend over suds, a sinking feeling you skirt. This is your victory. Confirmation sits like failure in smoky lungs. But don't look now, a sparrow is on its way to sing you to the best sleep of your little life. Daffodils exist in places you haven't yet been. Car stickers boast flaws. Bearded gay lovers cycle past. In a house, you crave your own cooking. First, though, the dishes. So again, that's like, okay, yes, you have to like do this work, but joy is ahead. Like, this is your victory, right? Like, independence is beautiful. Okay, so I'm gonna read just two more. This is called To Feel Enough, okay? It's like one of my most basic poems, but I think it's one of my most important because this is what so many people need to hear. Yes, baby, there are times I feel I could never hold you, my arms containing all that you are. There are times I feel I am the only one who can hold you, who could understand every scrape and scar. When I strip my pride, ditch my ego, I see that feeling enough is limitation and forced only by me. We are free to feel and free to be. So sometimes it's like, oh, I have to do this and I have to do that and I have to... No, you just simply have to be yourself and breathe and take a moment and relax, because this is a really fast-paced society, and like especially with the technology now, everyone is doing things much more quickly than we used to do things. And I was talking to a friend about this, I guess it was in the fall, the past fall, and yeah, he was basically saying we have more time than we used to have back in, years ago, because everything is done for us much more quickly. A lot of machines do things we used to have to do ourselves. So we have more time. What are we doing with all of this extra time? I wish I had that poem in this book, but that is in a chapbook of mine that addresses how will you spend this time, kind of in the end of that poem. I'll post it later. And then I will read one more. Let's see. I'll read Damned in the Last Life, Getting Laid in this one. Haven't in a while, honestly, but that's beside the point. I'm bent into a shape I've not yet been taught a name for. This feels strange, but not painful. Your revolution remains dormant, annoying me like flies landing on lunch. I'm no princess of rebellion, but at least I speak out, show up. There's a time to give yourself to yourself. You can stretch into a more pleasing position. You can rest. Breathe, love. I'm holding space for you when you're ready, when you feel fierce enough to fill a folding chair by a bonfire. I'll toast you. Sit here. I'm bent over backwards for myself, emptying years of apologies into a bin, ditching shit devoid of my new frequency, my magic. My song was once for you, but now it's for the world. I know it's weird. Remember? You're drawn to what's already yours. Yeah, that's just like, it's about attracting what you want by being in your strongest and most, your highest power, honestly. So yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and do some writing, do some journaling. It's really healthy. Have a great day.